an amazing memory for dates, knowing when things are going to happen, which I appreciate, because without my calendar, I'm an absolute wreck. The other one is an incredible work ethic. Robert works so hard, and works really hard not just in the quality of what he does, but in making sure that he keeps you informed about where he's at on various projects. And I, as a pretty detail-oriented person, really appreciate knowing him and working with him here at the set. So please join me in welcoming Robert.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Wait a second, I get that, make sure it was working. Now, all right. Hello, my name is Robert Levy, and I'm doing a presentation today called Pathways to Employment. I'm also a paid set-in intern here at these days, -2, of course, in case you're wondering. Not here today for. Well, I'm going to start out as I like being part of society by helping out in the community. I also like helping out with my family and being proud of my faith, and also taking risks in the past. I have shown that people with disabilities are capable and can be a helpful part of everything they do. This is a picture of me at the California Conservation Corps. I know you probably wondering why I have that hairstyle. That's what I was 60 when I was 20 years old, you know. People have longer hair then. And that was what I looked like then. It was 23 years ago. Going on 24, so. Anyways, this is with 3 of my other classmates that I did in the California Conservation Corps, and that was at St. Louis Obispo. Yeah, those are the uniforms that they wore. Anyways, what jobs I did while I was in the Corps, the California Conservation Corps. Well, in 1990, when February came, no, it wasn't February, it was June, somewhere around there. I know. I should remember dates, but I don't. I'm not perfect. But anyways, that was when I first went to Richmond Center. So we had an assignment that the project was that we went out to San Francisco at Golden Gate Park, and we would build a handicap ramp for people with disabilities, developmental disabilities, other disabilities, people with wheelchairs. Sorry, I need to say that. Depends on people. So it was that, and rebuilding fish habitats out by Folsom Lake, and also planting trees, lots of trees by Mendocino County. So living in the dorms, when I learned that, is not only if I ever decide to move out on my own again, someday it could happen in the future, you never know, or if I don't live with my parents, or my parents ever pass away and I have to live with a roommate. That is why I learned living in the dorms. Why I was asked to leave? Well, when I was 20 years old, I didn't realize what was appropriate to say to supervisors, and I said some language I shouldn't have been saying, and talk back, and that was my mistake. So I learned when I came back is not to do it again, so I didn't do it again in the Conservation Corps, and I graduated, and 1 month or a month and a half away, so. Think about, yeah, think about other people your age will do after high school. College and other experiences are great opportunities. Well, my classes, while I was in the California Conservation Corps, is I did conservation awareness, flood control, firefighting, but I never get to, I didn't go out and help fight out fires, but I learned flood control in case for whatever reason we have floods here in Sacramento, we can put sandbags and things like that. So, and then career opportunities, like what I'm learning, if you ever want to go find a career, what you want to do. So, that was what I did in the conservation corps classes. But the classes were harder because I didn't have the support, means that they didn't have the tools, resources like they have today, which is they have the support to help with all aspects like note takers, helping out with tests and much more. So they didn't have those technologies when I went to school, and then that's why I kept on going to school, then I kept on not going to school, and instead I had problems with learning what I had to learn. So, glad that now I will be able to go to school, and I could have, or anybody can go out and get a degree now. So we're going to go to the next slide, which crews. That means crews have contracts with companies, supervisors and coworkers. Don't get to know, so there is no chance of getting a real job in the wages. So there was a person who works at Farrell's right now, and he was in the same boat as me. We were both working at Risingville Bakery together, and that was what part of working as a crew, and when I was working at landscaping at McClellan, and that's when I was at the student celebration. It was by McClellan Air Force Base by the conference center. So it brought me back memories of being part of contract work. Okay, support employment, job coaches, helping out finding the jobs, filling out job applications, and learning the tasks. After I learned my responsibilities, I worked independently. Now I can keep my job until I want to change. So if I decided I wanted to work for Target, and I've been there 25 years, well, right now 14 years, and if I wanted to continue, I can still continue and work another year, or I can go to 15 or so forth. I don't have to, they don't have, it's not a contract that's saying, well, you have to leave, your time's up. You're there indefinitely. So I even know a person who rides the bus with me, who works at McDonald's right by my house, and she's been there at McDonald's for 24 years plus. She's working on her 25th year now, and she likes her job. So that's support employment. I started working at support employment in 1998 at Mom's Drugs, and now I currently work at UC Davis Mine Institute in Target. Okay, we're on the next slide. Advocacy work is very important. Being part of the SSAN group means that there's 22 members throughout the state. There's 13 area boards throughout the state and nine other agencies. Of course, there's 3 sets, like Patty just said earlier. UCED, UCLA's Targent Center, there's USC and UC Davis. And those are all set teams. There's other or, other, places that they have other organizations besides the 3. There's 6 other places that I'm thinking we're probably going on time for that, so we're not gonna do that. The process of AB 1041 and SB 468 are the tools we need for people with development, with people with disabilities, and go out in the community and have a life of their own, and they don't have to be told they can't do this or they can't do that. Okay, what I learned about these 2 bills is one of the said staff members, which is still, who works for me today, he told me about these bills. And he said, well, I wanted to testify, so I did. I went twice to testify. And one of the other clients who's from PDC went down once and testified. Talked about the support letters of support. So me and Steve Ruder, we wrote the letters, and other people out in the community also wrote letters, and 16 individuals from PDC also wrote the letters too to help to support these 2 bills, and we're glad that it was signed into law. Thank you, Governor Brown. And of course, I did say, the funniest thing, I said the slogan, how big is dog? Yes, that's when the late actor Larry Linville said that slogan on MASH. So that's it. And then I believe in equal rights for all. These are local advocacy groups, so please check them out if you're interested in finding out more information. This is a picture of me here at my intern job worksite. At my intern employment worksite at the UC Davis Mining Institute. Now I've been working here for almost 3 years, being part of the meetings, conferences, and also outreach programs. I am also a mentor to a volunteer intern who is right here with us. And another one is going to be starting sometime in 2014, which is a staff member who works at PDC, who's now my new job coach, even though I have the one present right here with me, who's going to be doing the presentation next. He'll be starting sometime in 2014. Some people will get to know him soon. Some people won't. That's why I'm not going to say me. And success to me is, finally, this is the last slide, being included in important jobs and activities, being a role model for people with disabilities in the community, being part of my family, faith, and the community, being part of community activities. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed my presentation today. I hope you guys, I hope I didn't bore you guys, but I'm glad you guys all enjoyed it. I worked really hard on it, and please, before you all leave today, please fill out your application, your evaluations today. We would like to know how you would, like it, and to see how it went. Okay.